The Red Sox just effed up. Xander Bogaerts was the guy in Boston. He was that dude in Boston. He was him. He came up in 2013, making the World Series roster. 2014 came around, he struggled at the plate, but then came 2015. In 2015, Xander hit over 300 for the first time in his career, and then started to hit for more power in 2016. It was pretty much 2016 when Xander Bogaerts fully embraced what kind of hitter he was, and by 2018, he became one of the best offensive shortstops. His defense was always questionable and at times kind of bad, but the offense certainly made up for it, along with the fact that the glove got better as the years went on. In late 2019, Chaim Bloom was hired by the Red Sox to be their new head front office man, and nothing has been the same since. Thankfully for Red Sox fans, before Chaim was aboard, Dave Dombrowski had given Xander a 6-year deal worth $132 million in early 2019 before the season. So thanks to Dave Dombrowski, who of course ended up getting fired, Red Sox fans were able to watch Xander Bogaerts play for their team for 4 more years. So, back to Chaim Bloom. Bloom was hired and soon after traded Mookie Betts to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Mookie Betts, one of the best players in all of baseball, a 5-tool player, and someone who just won an MVP in 2018, helping lead the Sox to a championship. The team decided not to pay that man, and he is now a Dodger for the rest of his career. I don't fully blame Chaim Bloom for trading Mookie. In fact, he probably doesn't deserve any blame at all. It's the Red Sox ownership. John Henry and the Red Sox ownership are the ones who decided to fire Dombrowski and not pay Mookie, someone they very well could have paid. It's not like the Red Sox and the Fenway Sports Group, the group that owned the team, aren't worth anything. They're worth a ton. They lowballed Mookie while he was on the team, offering him $300 million. Now, to the casual fan or person, you immediately resort to saying that he's greedy, he's overpaid, he should have just taken that money and be happy, but that's not what this is about. It's about fair market value. Mookie Betts saw what other players were making, players that were not as good, just as good as he was, and felt that, according to the market, he should be given more. And you know who agreed with that? The Dodgers, a team that extended Mookie before he even played a game for them. They gave him $365 million over the course of 12 years, so about a $30 million annual salary. The bottom line is that the Red Sox had a future Hall of Famer on their team, perhaps the most talented player in Red Sox history on their team, and they botched the chance to keep him in their uniform for life. And it just happened again, at least pretty similar of a situation. Xander Bogaerts has been one of the more recognizable and dynamic players on the Boston Red Sox for years now. He's reliable, is always on the field, is a great teammate, no off-the-field drama, has won a championship. He's pretty much everything you'd want in a player on your team. Especially after Mookie left, Xander really became the captain of this Red Sox team. The more he aged, the more of a veteran he became. He was the man, the X-Man, but as 2022 arrived, Xander had virtually 1 more year left in Boston before becoming a free agent, considering he had an opt-out after the season. He of course used that opt-out and is now a San Diego Padre. So what the hell happened? Well, before the season during spring training in 2022, the Red Sox lowballed the hell out of Xander Bogaerts, offering him a 4-year deal worth $90 million. And according to John Heyman, a very own friend of Bogaerts called the offer a slap in the face.
You lucky you didn't swallow them bastards. Have them going there chewing up your sausages, going down your stomach.
That's a pretty insulting offer to Xander, and were clearly a sign of things to come. No negotiations took place during the season, as Xander didn't want any distractions, with the two sides failing to come up with an agreement between the time the season ended and before he could opt out of his contract, leading him to the free agent market where a good number of teams awaited him. Teams like the Phillies, Cubs, Diamondbacks, Twins, Dodgers, and more. According to Alex Spear of the Boston Globe, the Red Sox final offer to Xander Bogaerts was a 6-year deal worth $160 million. That's about $26 to $27 million a year, but for way less years than what San Diego offered in 11 years. The Red Sox apparently weren't even close to what other teams were offering either. There were several teams willing to go $200 million plus. Meanwhile, the Red Sox were really far away from all those other teams. What this means is that other teams valued Xander Bogaerts, a homegrown Red Sox star, more than the Red Sox valued him. Pretty wild when you think about it that way. As far as how the Red Sox feel about this, they know they screwed up, or at least Chaim Bloom knows he screwed up, or at least Chaim Bloom is acting like he feels bad that he screwed up. After the Bogaerts signing went down, Bloom told Red Sox beat writer Julian McWilliams to give him a minute. A minute went by, so did another. Bloom repeated the line, "Give me a minute," and stared into the distance all alone. ouch. The San Diego Padres broke this man. MLB reporter Buster Olney made a great point after the signing, saying that the overall situation of Bogaerts leaving doesn't make much sense. As an example, they actually spent more money to sign Masataka Yoshida, giving him $105 million, an outfielder from Japan who's never had a big league at bat and is about the same age as Bogaerts, after they offered Bogaerts, an all-star and proven major league shortstop, $90 million in the spring. That's really weird. Like, why don't the Red Sox seem to value their own homegrown players? At the end of the day, the Red Sox had two superstars on their team and botched the chance to bring them both back. The Mookie one hurt, no doubt, but now Xander is gone, someone who also should have been in Boston for life. That hurts too, and Chaim Bloom has a lot on his plate to sort out because time could be running out for him as far as his job goes. Let me know what you think, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.